After beating several levels in which Sonic reaches the end, one would expect to eventually face a couple of bosses. In the game, there are 3 rival fights, 3 regular bosses, and 1 final boss, summing up to 7 boss fights. All of them are needed to continue progressing throughout the game, whether it be for collecting Chaos Emeralds or getting access beyond an entrance of darkness. First fight starts off against Metal Sonic, using Classic Sonic to duel him on the runaway path. Classic Sonic has to hit Metal Sonic 4 times while avoiding his electric attacks and spin move. The background changes a bit in Stardust Speedway, with the fight taking place either in a tunnel or on the outside with the view of buildings. Once Metal Sonic has been hit 3 times, he proceeds to do one last spin attack with electricity surrounding him, eventually runs out of electricity and speeds towards Classic Sonic. Afterwards, Metal Sonic meets his doom and gets kicked hard enough to explode. The fighting leaves room to hurt Metal Sonic after each attack he makes, making the fight somewhat easy for the player to succeed at. The ultimate weapon of Mass Destruction back in the old days makes a return here to face off against Classic Sonic. This time, facing the Death Egg Robot isn't as difficult and doesn't require many retries, such as from Sonic 2, as there are plenty of coins here to survive. Additionally, the first phase starts off with Classic Sonic simply having to spin dash past the machine and ram into its bottom. The second phase can be a bit more challenging, as the Egg Robot may seemingly only be hit by baiting Eggman to attack a dimensional bomb, which temporarily immobilizes the machine and gives Classic Sonic a chance to run up the arm and strike the head. Overall, after Classic Sonic has to hit the Death Egg Robot 4 times, the machine falls and shortly afterward explodes. Shadow the Hedgehog, that can somewhat equally match Sonic, makes a reappearance for the second rival fight of the game. Taking place in Final Rush from Sonic Adventure 2, 2 race against one another for energy cores. The 2 hedgehogs seem to bounce off one another during their boost, with chances to hurt one another when one runs out of boost. Once either of the 2 collect enough energy cores, they have the opportunity to use a special move. For Shadow, he throws Chaos Spears at Sonic, with his last move throwing a much bigger one, but with Chaos Control being utilized to throw Sonic off of his foot game. For Sonic, he gets a more powerful boost shown to be a purple aura, and can run into meteorites that seemingly almost always fly into Shadow, slowing him down, allowing for Sonic to catch up to him. To beat Shadow, all that has to be done is to get Sonic boosting on top of him until Shadow takes too much damage and launches into the air before slamming down to defeat. The next major boss emerges from the water to be Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure. The battle is straightforward in that Sonic has to reach Perfect Chaos, avoiding its attacks and any obstacles in the way, and attack it either through traversing its watery body or straight towards its brain. The fight does take place in the same flooded station square as was the original fight, with Sonic this time fighting the monster without his Super Saiyan form. However, due to his boost